tension snaps. Hands aligned at final clasp. Cheers are up, the crowd's amazed. In the glow of winning race, brains on fire, piece by piece we conquer all. Speed puzzlers in the hole. Eyes on target, hearts ablaze. In this rush we find our craze. Puzzle mania late at night, feeling high on this delight. Counting seconds ticking down. Champion in this jigsaw town.
Pieces flying left and right. Time is running out, but it's alright. Patterns form like magic tricks. Fingers dance with quick, sharp flicks.
Eyes are locked on cardboard hues. Every move's a racing muse. Corners meet with frantic cheer. Victory's scent is drawing near. Puzzle mania late at night, feeling high on this delight. Counting seconds ticking down. Champion in this jigsaw town. On fire, tension snaps. Hands aligned at final clasp. Cheers are up, the crowd's amazed. In the glow of winning race, piece by piece we conquer all. Speed puzzlers in the hole. Eyes on target, hearts ablaze. In this rush we find our craze. Puzzle mania late at night, feeling high on this delight. Counting seconds ticking down. Champion in this jigsaw town.
Pieces flying left and right. Time is running out, but it's alright. Patterns form like magic tricks. Fingers dance with quick, sharp flicks.
Eyes are locked on cardboard hues. Every move's a racing muse. Corners meet with frantic cheer. Victory's scent is drawing near. Puzzle mania late at night, feeling high on this delight. Counting seconds ticking down. Champion in this jigsaw glow of winning rays. Piece by piece we conquer all, speed puzzlers in the hall.
All right, hello everybody and welcome to EJJ 100. Can I get a wave from all the participants? Fantastic, great to see you there. Hope you're all feeling pumped and excited for an unreleased puzzle. And yes, I just saw Jim and saw his hat, and that reminded me that I wanted to put my crown on, my puzzle crown made by Fuji. It doesn't quite fit over my headphones, but I'll see how long it lasts. Yeah, so welcome, Jim. Great to see you there.
Great to see you as well. And that is an absolute fantastic puzzle crown, and I think well deserved after 100 competitions of Euro Jigsaw Jam, bringing so many people together. It's really fantastic.
Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable to kind of think like how far it's come and how much it's changed and all the people who've participated. But yeah, just really thankful to everyone who's participated and made this happen. And I mean, as long as you guys want a puzzle, we'll keep producing these competitions. So very grateful for that. But yeah, we have a theme today. It is what is your favorite memory of the EJJ? So yeah, I'd love to hear yours, Jim.
I don't know if I have a favorite memory, but one of the strongest ones was how nervous I was to just do a meet with you to talk about doing any of the co-hosting. I was so nervous. I was like, oh man, I hope she thinks that I'm okay and then I can talk all right. And then being super nervous, and you just being the wonderful human being that you are, took a flyer, and that just meant the world to me. And now we've been doing this for quite a while now, and you just have a whole roster of people, and it's really been life changing for me being able to do this. So thank you for letting me tag along here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're a key pillar of the EJJ experience, and yeah, I just can't imagine, yeah, EJJ without you. So I'm so glad that we discovered you on here. Yeah, so that's also, yeah, so for me, I think I couldn't think of two things that I'd like to share. One is the fact that when it became apparent that I couldn't really handle it by myself, or at least it was kind of limited to what I could handle, and if we were going to offer more competitions or increase the number of people in the competition, that I would need a co-host, and I would need virtual assistants in the background telling me who to put on the screen, because it was just so chaotic trying to handle it all myself. And so I made this post and I put it out there, and kind of not having any idea who was going to reply or whatever. And then suddenly I started getting these messages from people like you and Fuji and SJ and Rika, people just reaching out and saying, hey, yeah, I'd like to co-host, and yeah, Daniela and several others. So, and that's just been so enriching to get to know you all, and to have your feedback and have helped that to grow. And then I guess in terms of a specific competition, I really enjoyed the first party, because it seemed like a bit of a crazy idea, like having an online party during a puzzle competition. And would anyone care? Would anyone dress up? Like, it was just, yeah, I felt quite nervous before that. And then everybody just like went in full force. I was just so pleasantly surprised and enjoyed the yeah, all the surprises, the creativity, and it was just so much fun. So I didn't know, like, would it be possible, and like everybody proved to me that it's a pretty fun thing to have an online puzzle party. So yeah.
It was a really fun time, and you should be really excited about that, because it was an absolute blast. I know a lot of people had a really great time coming up with what they were going to do and set up for it. So it was really great.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's really special. So yeah, so we're also asking, we'd love to know from the participants and also from those on who are watching us on YouTube, because there's already like 120-ish people roughly who've already done the competition as flex. And of course, those who are in the meeting now, if when you finish, you can also hop over to the live stream afterwards and leave a comment. We'd also love to know what is your, a favorite memory from the EJJ, and then we're also going to, picks 10 winners to win some little bundles of mini puzzles, and so we will do that towards the end. So yeah, feel free to drop some comments in the chat. Meanwhile, I'm going to read some of the answers that we received from the participants. Yeah, so Anami says it's hard to reduce to one single situation because there is so much love, but I'd say the cheerings from Jim for the ones who finish last. It's so nice that he is there for the fastest and the slowest. From Anami.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. Then we have Cameron. He says, one of my favorite moments was during EJJ 56. It was Tammy McLeod's first EJJ, and we were both on the live stream when she was finishing her puzzle. Since she was used to the North American system of showing her timer at the end to indicate the finish, she had obviously completed her puzzle on the live stream but had not typed done. So very quickly, everyone was shouting at her to type done, and then it must have suddenly sunk in because she dove across her table with a long-reaching arm to frantically type done on the computer. A definite highlight to add to the as-yet hypothetical EJJ highlight reel. Yes. So we've had a couple of people kind of dive across the table to put their done in. So that was a fun one. I'm
excited for somebody. I'm sure somebody's going to go through and make a super cut of some of the like zany things that have happened.
Yes, if somebody could, I don't have the time for it or the skills, unfortunately, but if somebody wants to make a little highlight reel, they can. Yeah, Vicky says EJJ 66 with the Budapest puzzle. Firstly, because of the theme of the picture, which is the city where she lives, Budapest. Secondly, it's her personal best time for a 1,000-piece puzzle. And third, the story of how it got into the EJJ, which of course I very much like, because she gave me the puzzle as a gift at the Worlds last year. And when I finally got around to doing it, I just loved it so much, and I was just like, wow, we need this. And so I had to keep it a secret and work in the background to get it, get the puzzles prepared. And then I was so happy to surprise her and Fuji with it. Yes, and we also have Saskia says that her favorite was the Pears mini marathon. It was just a lovely, messy puzzle adventure. I like that. A lovely, messy puzzle adventure, which I was very happy to put together. Very happy to puzzle together with my puzzle partner. So yes. So we'd love to hear from the viewers as well, and we'll read some more at the end as time permits. So we are almost ready to start. So welcome to everybody on the YouTube. So I can see a lot of people are dropping some comments in there. That's really lovely. And I'm just going to take a moment to read the chat. But Jim, if there was anything you want to say, you can go ahead.
No, I think it's really fun, and I hope people that are writing things in the chat, you don't have to have just one absolute favorite thing and then never write anything ever again. Like a lot of times as you're going over stuff, you suddenly start remembering all those other little things that kind of bubble up. Like being able to do the pairs competition and chatting like that. I had a really good time with the mini marathon not too long ago, which was a blast and a half for everybody. Or getting up at 4 a.m. to just talk about puzzles with other puzzle nerds all over the place, which is really great. I see Maria Andrea Cruz Sanchez says that their favorite puzzle memory is participating in their first EJJ earlier this year. Was the first Colombian contestant, and always made me proud to see the flag on the leaderboard. Yeah. And that's really great. There's been a lot of barriers broken in the EJJs, not just like from, on an individual level, but a lot of people are representing their countries for the first time or on a big stage, which is really, really exciting.
Yeah,
SJ says that their favorite EJJ memory is hard to pick. I love how many friends I've made from EJJ, but that's not a memory. Maybe the Pairs Mini Marathon, and love the new formats.
new formats, yes, and there's new formats coming as well. All right. Yeah, I just spotted something I just wanted to mention. It was, find it now, it just moved. Yeah, Kinga says, my favorite EJJ moment was when Richard managed to finish the puzzle in the given time. He was so happy and excited, and I was waiting till the European Championship to tell him how proud I am. Oh, that's so sweet. And another all right Spock says, a favorite moment is when Kati had her mic on and in shock exclaimed, "Is it hot, cunt?" Roughly translated to, "It is vertical." It was funny as well. Yes. Haha, yes, Kati. So I'm just double checking everyone's got their mics off. So before we start, we are actually going to have a very special musical interlude. I don't even know what it is. It's not being performed by me nor Jim, but one of our participants has written a song about EJJ and asked if they could share it with everyone. So you may remember we interviewed Minika a few weeks ago, and she said that among her many hobbies, she loves to sing, she loves to do musicals and choir and karaoke. And so I'm going to give Minika the stage. Go ahead.
I hope you can hear everything because I'm doing the music from a tablet and then it'll be fine. Something's going wrong? Yeah. Ooh, ooh. If I had a puzzle, I'd puzzle in the morning. I'd puzzle in the evening, all over the world. I'd puzzle in the kitchen. I'd puzzle in the garden. I'd puzzle till my stash is gone and get some more puzzles from all over the world. Ooh, 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 Euro Jigsaw Jam is a puzzle competition. It brings us together all over the world. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is valued. Community is built between all people who love puzzles all over the world. Ooh, ooh, ooh. When I meet a puzzler, I know they are friendly. We puzzle together all over the world. A jigsaw in the morning, a jigsaw in the evening, a jigsaw as a pair, a team, a marathon, a relay, all over the world. Ooh, 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 ooh. So let's work together for better understanding, for friends and friendly rivals all over the world. Be proud of your talent, be happy for each other, and maybe sing a song about the people who love puzzles all over the world. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you, Minika. I'm just grinning from ear to ear. My face is like stuck. I'm smiling so much. Oh, thank you so much, Minika. Yes, so Minika is actually participating today, and she wrote in the answers, I have a song. Can I sing it? It's a present for you. And yes, I wrote back, yes, please. I don't even know what it is, but go for it. So thank you, Munika, for sharing that with us. And I hope you will also share it on Instagram as well, or share the lyrics so we can all sing along too. Okay, so without further ado, it's time to unwrap the puzzle and see what we have tonight.
I'm excited. Drum roll. Ooh.
Oh, Article 2.
So someone says Munika might be a new favorite memory. And you're amazing, Munika. It's great to have you in this community. So a lot of love and a lot of cheering in the chat for Munika. Thank you for sharing with that. That was very, adds this and makes it a little bit more special. Okay, so we have, yes, check, take the plastic off and check that the lid comes off. All right. Okay, looks like everybody is ready to go. Let's do a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck on EJJ 100 in this sub 50 group, and they are off to the races already.
Yes, so the puzzle we have today is called Architecture. And it's basically a collage of different buildings and images. This is using stock photography from the website gratisography.com. So yes, so lots of different cells there, and so it's the people who've already done it. This was the section where they usually ended up on last, either here or here. So these stone buildings tended to be the 3 last ones, but some really nice textures in there, like you've got the bricks here and like these more kind of glassy windows and shapes. So yeah, that's what we're working with today.
That's really exciting. Which brand is this, Michelle?
This is our brand.
Ah, fantastic. It's the in-house brew.
Yes.
A lot of people are in the comments are saying, yeah, it looks like a great puzzle. I agree. Anytime you have a collage, it's generally going to run pretty quick. And this one looks like it has a lot of really good color separation between all of the different cells. So it's going to be fun to see how many people end up doing kind of a thorough sort early on, or if you're going to end up going more of the like targeted pull as you try to build this out. We're about a minute and 30 seconds into this, about a minute 45, and people are already flying to get the flip done.
Yeah, so Gaza is predicting that the finishing time will be wicked quick.
I agree wholeheartedly. I think there's a really good shot at seeing something around 33, 34 on this one, I think.
Yeah, so from the people who've done the 50 plus, we had many times in the low 40s for this one from the 50 plus club. So yes, this one did go fast.
Oh wow! Well, maybe we'll get a sub 30 because we have some serious firepower in the round that might be able to chew through this really quickly. Michelle, I really like how some of the puzzles you've picked out are like designed to push the limits of speed here and really give them a test for rolling along. We're coming up on about 2 minutes and 40 seconds here, and a lot of the competitors are nearing the end of their flip and are either pulling a border or starting on certain projects.
Yeah, so on screen we have Aiden from Switzerland, Anna from Finland, Anami from Switzerland, Astrid from Denmark, Cameron from Canada, and Carolyn from Germany.
All right, and you can see Aiden Aiden's wrapping up that flip anime, doing a bit of a bigger sort early on. It looks like pulling those sort of a directed sort. You can see those reds being lined up along with that orange that's going to go in the lower right-hand corner. Astrid's getting that border built out and doing a really slick job of keeping a lot of the pieces for the border centralized and then moving them away out towards where the border is going to be lined up. It's a really slick move. Cameron doing a great job finishing up that flip. We're coming up on about 340 here, and Carolyn also wrapping up that flip, and it looks like might be going for a little bit of a chaos field. No, now there's some pulls going for those oranges. This is going to be really, really exciting considering how tight a lot of these cells are. I think each one is going to be maybe about somewhere between 20 to 40 pieces. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see if people go for outlines and then work their way in, or if there's enough texture inside of some of those images that they're going to be able to work inside out on the different cells. Yeah, this is really exciting. You can see already several people are taking different routes just to try to solve this particular architecture puzzle, and I'm not surprised at all, because whenever you have these collages, there's some people immediately go for the border and use that as a way to try to lock things in. Other times, if it's a really nice collage that doesn't have a ton of color duplication like this one, you can really do it by sunbursting off from a specific island point, and we're probably going to see that as we go through.
Yeah, so when you tip out the pieces, there's instantly like a little strip of yellow that stands out. That's just a couple of buildings. Yeah, it's just a few pieces with a red rim on there. So you can already see some people have pulled that out. It's only maybe about 5 pieces wide. There's also like this bright orange against a blue sky and a green cactus that's and a pink wall that stands out, as well as these red bricks. So those are things we'll probably see built early on, since they're the most like punchy colors as they fall out of the box. There is a lot of blue, and then you have these a lot of gray tones as well.
Oh yeah.
So on screen now we have Chiara from Italy, Eric from the Netherlands, Francisca from Germany, so Francisca O from Germany, Francisca T from Germany, and Freya. Freya is from Sweden, and Hannah from Finland.
You can see that as we're crossing the 6-minute line, Chiara is almost done with that border already, which is amazing, because a border on a 500-piece puzzle is, ladies and jelly beans, if you have your bingo cards, 86 pieces on that border, which means that she's already over 17% of the way done once that's completed, which is really, really impressive at this point. You can see that Eric, I know he always says the not so speedy speed puzzler, but I think he is speedier than he thinks he is, because he already has that orange cell built out and is now searching in for that next target. Hannah doing a great job, also starting in for that orange rather than going for the full border. Kind of built that lower that lower right hand corner and then sunbursted out a little bit to find those reds. And we're going to see what targets end up going next. Freya doing a great job wrapping up that border there, and Franzi, the two Franzis are getting their borders done and doing a little bit of an extra sort there as well. I think those red poles are going to be really interesting.
Yeah, so in the image we have, in this grid we have 10 cells of various size. The smallest is the one with the yellow in it. The largest is like this middle image with the reddish bricks, with a lot of windows, which proved quite tricky. Yeah, but yeah, nice to see. Yeah, so Chiara's already getting some of that green glassy windows done. There's also a bit of a gradient in that green. Yeah, so a lot of lines. That's quite typical of architecture, as well as archways and brickwork. That's
Yeah,
the themes of today.
This is going to be a really good candidate for using some feature plus one on those bigger sections. And by that I mean you pick a feature and then one more thing to try to whittle down and make it a little easier to play with. It looks like there's some white lines separating the collage cells. So if you see a big region that's all green, if you think, okay, let me grab the green plus the white line that separates it, that can make it a little easier to untangle some of those pieces and get you rolling a little bit quicker.
Yeah, so on screen we also have Inga from the Netherlands, Inka from Finland, Yagoda from Poland, Jen from the USA, Jenny from Germany, Jenny A from Germany, and Jenny H from the Netherlands. We have an interesting angle there of Jenny H. She actually broke her foot, unfortunately, on Tuesday. So that's why she's sitting on the couch and has her leg up. But she's puzzling on a board on her lap. So we wish her all the best for that. And yes, hope that she recovers soon.
Oh man, yeah. Jenny has just got to stop kicking so much butt, I think, and protect that foot. But clearly, it's helping her do a really good job on this puzzle. Already has the flip done, and moving to the side. The positioning is going to be a little difficult for her, but she's doing great as it is. Jenny A almost has that full border complete, and is then going to jump in on the next thing. We can see Jen Lunsford in that lower left-hand corner has the border lined out and is now going in on that orange red section and is doing the outline of it first before filling in the middle. I really love that decision. I think that's a great move and is working really well. Inca in the upper middle there has chunks of the border but isn't complete, and that's okay. Clearly you're doing a really good job to move on from projects if they're going slow and getting onto something that's working really well. And she almost has that red brick wall worked out completely. Mr. Kool-Aid Man would be proud breaking through that. Oh yeah. Inga doing an excellent job, has the orange cell built out and is working on the upper left-hand corner of the greens. Hasn't done the full border, but has already sorted out that red brick wall. And you can see in the upper right-hand corner, that's Yagoda, one of the fastest puzzlers in the world right now from Poland. She has the full border complete, and it looks like several smaller sorted chunks that are inside of the build field. Really exciting to see Yagoda here in real time.
Yeah, and just a funny comment from Gaza. He says his favorite memory was the discovery of the mysterious new speed puzzler, Asami Takamiya, in EJ 95. It was actually Yagoda who forgot to change her Google Meet name. And actually, it was Joanna who was in the background, and she says, "Oh, I think it's Yagoda. I can tell by her table because, of course, Yagoda participates in Joanna's Polish competitions." So. All right, let's see who else we have here. So we started at the A's. We are now at going to J, and at the J's we have Jörn from Germany, Katharina from Austria, Kati from Germany, Katrin from Switzerland, Kirsten from Germany, and Lena from Germany. And we see a lot of this. We see a lot of the orange and red cells. And Kati and Katrin and Katarina, they've all got the green windows done.
Yeah, I was watching Kati on the side. She started out with that upper left-hand corner blue cell and really worked that gradient going down, and then jumped in on those greens and did the similar thing. Her being able to work through those gradients is a really, really strong skill, and it shows you why she's one of the top puzzlers in the world and is competing at a high level here at EJJ number 100. Frushi is mentioning that Kati looks like she's about halfway done. I wouldn't say halfway, but definitely pretty close to it. She is flying fast. Lena is doing a great job, has that lower right-hand side built out. I think a lot of people are going to be attracted to those oranges and reds, even though there's a better gradient to play with and work with on those blues and greens that are on the upper left-hand side. You can see Kirsten has that brick wall built out, and that blue line, that tight blue line as well, really using the textures to her advantage. Flying here as we're crossing about the 12-minute and 30-second line. Jorn can't quite see the table as he does a big shift to move pieces around, but I really like how spread out those pieces are, because it makes it easy to see where one piece ends and one begins, and is able to move around really well with that. And it makes it clear which piece is which. Sometimes you can get really, really cramped, and that can make life difficult. But on the flip side, if they're too far apart, you're traveling a little bit extra. So Jorn is doing a really cool job here, using his body to get around. Katarina, it looks like they have those green, that upper left-hand green section built out, and is now working on that brick wall, sort of taking the puzzle from both ends, the upper left-hand corner and the lower right-hand corner, and then working in. And Katrina's doing an excellent job as well. Got that green gradient. The green gradient, that's a great alliteration, getting the oranges and reds, and now is going to have to figure out what the next target's going to be in order for them to continue on. They are flying right now.
Yeah, no, some really amazing progress here. I just want to mention Christina Sabo in the chat. She's did the puzzle on Tuesday night. She is an architect, and she really likes the puzzle, so it's architect approved. And not only that, she also broke her personal best on that. So well done to Christina, the architect.
I'm hoping that we get a room clear and we get a whole bunch of new PBs. That's it's one of my favorite things, is when people break their own records and really accelerate in through things. And I was looking through some of the comments. People were saying that their favorite moments were getting a new personal best or doing a really good job in some of the EJJs, and that it's just exciting that for something that everybody does individually, the Euro Jigsaw Jams is where we can come together and kind of share being together while doing a thing on your own.
Yeah, that's really lovely. So here we have the owls. We have Lenka from Slovakia, Lena Beata from Norway, and she's got a sign, a heart, EJJ 100. Congrats with a puzzle piece. Thank you, Lena Beata. We also have Martia from the Netherlands, Maya from Germany, Maria Magdalena from Germany, and Mari from United States. And we can see Maria Magdalena has done quite a sort there. She's got all the colorful piles ready, and then the rest of the stony colors are just left in one big pile together.
We're coming up on about 15 minutes and 30 seconds or so. And you could see Marcia doing a really, really fantastic job here, not going for the borders at all, but just doing a lot of this hopping around from one spot to the other, getting little chunks together as best as she can. She did a pretty decent pull earlier, but then it kind of became this ones and twos situation, and she's making some pretty big joins and moves as she goes through. Lena has a lot of that border lined out, even though it's not complete. It's giving her a good target on where some of those other cells can go. Lenka doing a great job, has those greens and blues of the upper left-hand corner built out, a lot of that border, and the lower right-hand orange. It looks like she sorted that brick wall, so now she's hopping around doing a little bit of a cleanup. I'm curious to see what the big target's going to be coming down the pipeline for her. And in the lower right-hand corner, that's Mari. Mari Black has almost the full border done, has those oranges and reds, and a lot of that green lined out. These collages are really in her wheelhouse, so it's going to be exciting to see how she works dealing with that gradient. And you guys might not know this, but I know that Mari's fighting a concussion right now, so she might be a little goofy, but even with that, she's doing a really, really good job on this puzzle.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Maya just dropped out of, Maya's camera froze and then dropped out of the meeting, but she's back in. We can see her working as well. She's also one of the super fast ones. We heard a lot of her at the World Championships, of course. So yeah, this is looking, we can see quite a few cells already done, really taking shape here at 16 minutes. So let's keep moving. Since we could be done in the blink of an eye, and I want to reach the end of the alphabet. So we have about 55 participants today. So we're halfway through.
Marguerite Katz in the chat saying that their favorite moment was their first live EJJ, including their toddler running around.
Yes.
Yeah,
sometimes it's too exciting for the toddler who doesn't want to go to bed when they know mum is doing something exciting. They also want to come out and watch. So we also have with us tonight Melly from Switzerland, Minika, the singer from the Netherlands, Olivia from Poland, Paulina from Germany, Rachel from United Kingdom, and Rika from Finland.
Oh wow. And I always like seeing how controlled Rika looks on her table in that lower right hand corner. She just looks like she's so deliberate as she's moving quickly and trying to get those blues lined out. Rachel Chambers, one of the top puzzlers in the UK, has that full border lined out, has a lot of those major sections from the outside, including that yellow line you were talking about into those blues, Michelle, earlier. And now she's going to be able to use a lot of shape work to try to fill in some of that middle. It's really going to become a game of trying to do those outlines and then working your way in, as some of the remaining sections have a lot of blacks and purples that kind of overlap with each other a little bit. We can see Paulina doing a great job, and sunbursting out from the lower right-hand corner. Hasn't made a lot of progress on the left-hand side, but you can see that she's made a couple of islands over there and has already sorted out the greens. Olivia doing a really good job here, has the whole outline of the puzzle squared away and is now working in towards the middle. I think Rachel might be slightly ahead of Olivia at this point, maybe a little bit more. Unless there's a couple of islands Olivia has built off to the side, and then she slides in like usual. Miniki doing an excellent job after singing, her hands keeping up with her voice, really flying away as we crossed about 19 minutes and 30 seconds here on EJJ 100. Kind of a really fantastic anniversary, and a great puzzle to be doing it on. You know, building pieces while building buildings is just a really fun meta puzzle to play with.
Yes, so we have Rosa from Finland, Sammy from United States with Chombi always at her side and keeping good observation, keeping her everything under control. We have Sandra from Peru, Saskia from Germany, Salma from Sweden, and Stephanie K from Germany.
I just love seeing all the progress from these players so far. You can see that a lot of borders are coming into play. They all have the same kinds of sections built in of those oranges, reds, and blues. What's interesting is where the pieces are, where the piece piles are set. You can see Sammy has hers over on the left of where she's at. And I think in the lower right-hand corner, Stephanie there has a little bit of a rainbow spread going above her puzzle as well. So that way she can bring it down into field. I always like to see where players are putting their piece piles, because that's kind of a fun indicator of what style they're going for and what kind of control they have over the board.
So we're just crossing the 20-minute line, so I'm just going to take a sneak at Victor.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would take a look. He's probably about 150, if not 200 pieces out at this point.
Okay, yes. So still a few gaps. All right, so we'll get to him. Yeah, I'm only one screen away from the end of the alphabet, but I thought I better take a peek. So we also have Steffi B from Germany, Tammy from United States, Tobias from Sweden, and Verena from Austria. And yeah, I just
Tobias,
love seeing how organized.
I'm still your number one fan. I'm still your number one fan. I wear my Tobias's number one fan hat out and around, and you can see why. He is so methodical in how he goes about his puzzling. That border is almost complete. He has a lot of things lined up, and he is just a machine, dropping piece after piece in. It's really fun. Tammy doing an excellent job. You can see a big shift there. She gets some of those large sections she's built out a little closer to each other, so that way she can have a better idea of where they're going to start linking up. You can see that she's working on a new section and is starting to really grind away on it chunk by chunk, and is then going to join it in with the rest of the puzzle. Steffi B doing an excellent job here with a lot of that puzzle lined out and ready to roll and link together. And Verena has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 full sections of this built and ready to roll. Checking for those joins a little bit late is tricky, but Verena is really good at being able to make sure to check for it and then sink it in early rather than becoming a problem.
Yeah, so we have now reached the end of the list. So let's check in with the V's and W's. We have Veronica from Slovakia, Vicky from Hungary, and Victor from Poland.
All right.
And I really like it. Vicky's looking really solid there. She's got very well organized, and I love it when the bottom of the puzzle connects to the top, and this one side to the other, and the puzzle holds together. It looks very different to Veronica's, where it's kind of like 3 separate islands going on. But I'm sure they've got it all. But she's done the window. She's done that. Veronica's done that arched window. And yes, of course, we have Victor, who's only got the stones left. We're at 23 minutes. Go, 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 Victor.
Oh yeah, Victor's maybe about 70 pieces out, and they're all in towards the center of the puzzle. So he's going to be able to use that outline in order to do a little bit of shape work to sink those in, and then really grind into the middle. His hand speed is just absolutely phenomenal once he gets to that stage. It's really cool. Vicky doing an excellent job with that full border, and you can see that that both Vicky and Veronica have done a little bits of sorting here and there to set themselves up for success and hopefully zipper through on the back half with Vicky getting those greens out. And it looks like Veronica doing lots of little onesies and twosies sets of pieces as she's linking through. But Victor is flying right now and is down to maybe about 70 pieces or so as we cross the 24-minute line.
Okay, so let's see who's in the contention for the top 10, or at least who might be one of the first to finish. So we've got Victor on screen, also with his teammates Chiara, Hannah, Kati. Also got Inga, and let's check in on Lenka. So yes, it looks like at the moment Victor only has the middle cell to finish with these red wavy bricks. It is a bit tricky. It's like there's lots of windows, there's lots of lines, and it's quite a tricky one to get in there, but I'm sure he will fly through that and maybe even get a new EJJ record.
That would be absolutely amazing. And we can talk in theory about how easy or hard something is, being able to use shape or anything like that is a totally different animal to actually get in there and try to do it on your own. And Victor's just amazing at putting little micro advantages in. You can see that he put a few pieces into the puzzle itself that are already together as anchor points that he's going to be able to use to give him a little advantage for some of those other stages. Chiara doing an excellent job, has that upper right hand corner left and that center chunk. So is really making excellent progress here. You can see that light those dark pieces giving all of our puzzlers a little bit of trouble today, which is kind of expected. Dark pieces don't show up well, and it's really hard to discern which way the textures are aiming or pointing inside of that. So a lot of people are going to hit that speed bump as they go. Inga doing a really, really good job finishing up that upper right-hand corner, and then is going to have the middle left as well. Rachel Chambers has that left-hand side remaining along with that middle, but she's hopping around as well. This is going to be really interesting to see what the top 10 ends up looking like. But Victor is flying ahead. He might be able to go sub 27 here as we start wrapping up the last couple of pieces. He's down to 4. He's down to about 3. There's a couple of pieces sitting on top of the puzzle, but he can see which colors are which at this point. He rotates it in his hand, gets those last couple in.
Go Victor! Go Victor!
Under 27, congratulations, Victor.
Awesome, well done, Victor. Okay, I just had to put him have a solo spotlight there, since he's quite a bit ahead from the next ones. But yes, puzzles.
That's absolutely amazing. Congratulations, Victor. Very, very, very well done.
Okay.
Truly a phenomenal effort and a phenomenal time on a phenomenal Euro Jigsaw Jam 100 competition. That's just a lot of stars aligning all in one place, including all of these other star puzzlers that are starting to come into the close here as we cross the 27-minute line. You can see Marcha doing a really doing an excellent job here, has that lower left hand corner to finish up as well. And this is where, as you start getting closer to the 30-minute line and you've been going for a while, you start running out of a lot of the easy options or the things that your eye are straight attracted to, that okay, this is the process I just got to get my hands to execute. And then you start getting into this region of, okay, how do I solve this thing that's a little bit of a mess that I need to get around and really dig into. And you can see because of the different starting points, because of the different tactics that puzzlers picked early, the late game ends up having a little bit of an impact on this. You can see some of those folks that have the full border already lined out, they can use a little bit more shape work on those uncertain regions. You can see Kati coming into the last little bit of the center close here. She is absolutely flying right now. And for those of you playing at home, it is pretty difficult to keep up with how everybody is doing right now, because a lot of these puzzlers are absolutely phenomenal, and we are doing everything we can to try to catch which finishes are happening where. But right now, it's looking like Kati is flying in. You go to not too far behind. I just saw you go to make a big move with some pieces over to one side, but I can't see how the right hand side of her puzzle's going. Kati is maybe, I want to say, about 50 pieces out at this point. It's a little tough to estimate. Maya doing an excellent job as well. And yes, we do read the comments and know that I mispronounce names all the time. So I apologize for that.
Yeah, so I
Blanca,
think Yagoda is next. I mean, her box is blocking the right side of her puzzle. We can only see the middle section. It could be that she has another cell up on the top right that hasn't been done. But if not, if this is her final cell, it looks like she is going neck and neck with Kati here.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really close how these two play out. I think Yagoda is standing up, probably getting ready to run shortly to wherever the done tab is. I'm not sure where her computer's sitting. Kati methodically getting through that outer section. You can see that because there's some pieces in the middle, it might look like a blocked box, but she knows where some of those pieces go already. So it's more like using it as a floating anchor point. And now she has pieces sitting on top of the puzzle itself and is going to try to get those last couple of ones in. But Yagoda is accelerating here on the back half. We can see Rachel Chambers doing an excellent job, has the left-hand side of that puzzle in order to finish up. Lenka is doing a great job as well. But I think Yagoda hit the buzzer.
Yes, it's Yagoda. 30 minutes.
There it is. Congratulations, Yagoda. Very well done.
30 minutes and 11 seconds. Well done. And coming into the close is also Franziska T from Germany. Also just got the final square, as well as Lenka, Hannah, and Kati all working on that final middle section.
Oh wow, this is going to be really, really tight coming into the end. That center square causing a lot of trouble for everybody. But I think Kati has a pretty sizable piece advantage at this point. It looks like Hannah has a few more floating cleanups that she's going to need to make. Inga moving in towards that center has some pieces sitting on the side, but Lenka accelerating into the middle. It seems like it's a Swiss cheese close. She's going to be able to just use the shape to finish up here. Kati might be falling a little bit behind because of that center piece floating. But Lenka is going to be able to just use the shape. She's blasting through the end of this. I'm not sure who's going to be able to come into the next slot. This is super exciting. Lenka using her right hand gets those last couple of in. Is she going to be able to keep it under 32? There, Lenka hits the button under the 32-minute line. Congratulations, Lenka.
Congratulations, Lenka, third place. Whoops, what have I done?
Very, very well done, and an exciting finish. But we still have more people that are flying right now. This is absolutely amazing. These times are bananas that we're going to have so many people be able to go under the 40-minute line here. We can see Lenka doing it. Lenka finished strong. Now Kati, Hana is catching up as well. You can see how she's finished up those cleanup chunks and now has that right-hand side of the middle cell remaining, does a big move in order to get those closer. I'm trying to keep an eye on everybody. Mari Black is also coming into the close here. You can see that she has that middle chunk and a little bit of the right hand remaining of that center cell. She's going to yeah, that's all, folks. I got my words mixed up. But you can see everybody's excited coming in this fast on a puzzle like this.
Yeah,
Rachel Chambers only has that lower left-hand section left.
Yeah, we have a lot of people all on this final chunk. So there are also some other people in the smaller images that I can't quite put on the screen. And Kati takes fourth with 32 minutes 24. Fantastic, Kati.
Congratulations. Yeah, and a big shout out to everybody in the background that helps keep track of the cameras and keeping an eye on people. It is not easy to do any of this. You can see Kiara coming into a close on the upper right-hand side of the puzzle. I think that's going to go really, really quickly because of how she can see it. Rachel on the lower left-hand side. Astrid also doing excellent, coming into the middle. You can see Mari trying to finish up real strong in that middle chunk.
Kiara takes fifth place.
There it is. Congratulations, Kiara.
Amazing. 33 minutes. Well done.
Absolutely amazing times. Hannah coming into the last, I think it's 6 pieces or so. Inga right next to her. I think Inga and Rachel are neck and neck right now. Mari is also in the hunt. I think Mari's about 5 pieces behind the others. Hannah closing it out. But hit the button. Did Hannah hit done?
Yes, but Maya got there first. So it was Franziska Treba, then Maya von Borstel. Yes, there we go.
Congratulations, Maya.
Then we have Hannah.
And now, and I think Rachel. Yeah, Rachel finished. Congratulations, Rachel.
They're just rolling in now. Astrid. Yeah. You and Marcia.
Congratulations, Astrid and Masha. Everybody has been getting so much faster. Inga finishes strong. Mari just behind. Everybody's been getting so much faster over this past year and over 100 competitions. So it gets harder and harder for us to make sure that everybody gets on the camera at the same time. This is really, really exciting. Congratulations, everybody, so far. And keep pushing. I want to see more personal bests.
Yeah, so we're up to 13 finishes at 34 minutes. Wow. 30, just coming up to 35 minutes. We've had 13 finishes. This is incredible. And I can see more people coming up to the close. Sammy, here we go. Sammy.
Come on, Sammy, let's go. Tobias also coming into the close.
And Inga. Oh, yes, Inga. Then I can.
There's Inga. Yes, yeah. Congratulations. Olivia working in on that center cell, that right-hand side, giving everybody a little bit of trouble, but she's doing a great job with it. I think only Tobias is only slightly behind here. I think Tobias and Sammy are about even at this point. Sammy might be able to accelerate here and use some more of that shape work. Frangie has 2 cells remaining, that upper right hand and that lower left hand corner, but everybody's doing an excellent job here. You can see that Rosa just finished. Congratulations, Rosa. Sorry, I didn't catch it sooner. And Kirsten, puzzling in the middle of a sunbeam makes it easier for her to see, but difficult for us. But it looks like she's working on that center cell as well. I think part of what makes that a little difficult is that the left-hand side has more awnings and a little more windows that have slightly different colors and outlines that you can play with. And then once you get over to that right-hand side, there's not a lot of easy things to put your hat on. So you have to use a little more shape work or do a little more brute forcing in order to try to get those lines worked out.
Well done, Lena Beata.
Congratulations. So many finishers still under the 40-minute line. I know this was the sub 50 group, but holy cow, Michelle, this is like an all-star round of puzzlers here at the EJJ 100.
It's amazing. Like, as you say, everybody's just getting so much faster, and the intervals between the finishes are just getting so much closer.
Yeah, it's really getting to the point where all of those little micro advantages, really trying to shave off a second here and there is starting to become more and more important in the upper echelons of puzzling. But that said, everyone is doing a fantastic job. It is not easy to get a puzzle done under 40 minutes, and we have a lot of people that are very, very close to being able to do that. And I hope that they're hitting their personal best. This is definitely going to be one of the faster puzzlers in EJJ history.
I'm literally just clicking, yes, this puzzle has been checked, and then the next one pops up.
And Tobias finishes strong. Congratulations.
Oh, everybody is just flying here. Everyone is doing amazing. It's so exciting to see. Yeah, I designed this puzzle for speed, and it's just so exciting to see it all come together. And oh, everyone's doing amazing. And Verena finishes, and I don't even have space for her on my screen. But there's Steffi B. Congrats. So let's take a look at Verena.
There's a couple of people in the comments saying that they struggle faster. Yeah, I like that phrasing. When we're coaching, Mari and I tell people to fail faster. Right, like you're trying in a spot, you don't have time to try it and go, oh gosh darn, this didn't work. What do I do? You go try, and just keep cooking. Verena finishes strong.
Yeah, so on screen we have Veronica, Lena, Carolyn, Francisca, Inka, and Maria Magdalena, all just on their final pieces. And Maria Magdalena gets their next 38 minutes. So just as we come up to 39, so we're still in the sub 40s, we have 23 finishes.
Absolutely astounding. That's world-class times from a world-class group of people. It's really wonderful. Somebody in the chat, Dr. Toru says, my favorite EJJ moment is definitely the EJJ parties, both doing the prep and watching, listening, chatting about what everyone else has done. Such wholesome building of community.
That's a very nice way to put it. Oh, here comes Enemy. Oh, I just want to get her on screen. Oh,
come on, you can do it.
Yeah.
There it is. Congratulations.
Go Enemy and the unicorn. Magic.
Miss Maria 84 in the chat was saying, I remember an interview with one of the participants that impacted me a lot. She told about her mental health problems and that puzzling and the puzzling world have had a positive effect on her. I'm really glad that the interviews have been like a source of light and knowledge and learning and just fun for a lot of people. That's really great.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for that. I mean, we've had the opportunity to speak to so many people and like hear about all kinds of stories of what people were doing puzzle wise and non-puzzle wise. It's such an interesting group of people, and yeah, we've got to know a whole bunch of people. Congrats. Yeah, these are just every few seconds there's another finisher. So we just had Veronica, Inka, Jen, Carolyn, and Anami all finish in the last 2 minutes. And here comes Francisca O and Anna as well. Congrats.
Congrats everybody. And as we're coming up on the 41 minute line, this is ridiculous that we have this many finishers under this timeline. We say it all the time, getting the puzzle done under an hour is a feat. Getting it done under 50 is probably an arm and a leg. Getting it done near 40 is a huge triumph. So everybody should be really, really proud of themselves. And this, collage puzzles are traditionally easier than some other like art styles or big landscapes because the image is kind of broken down for you ahead of time. But just because it's broken down and a little easier doesn't make it easy. Easier does not mean the easiest thing in the world by any stretch. So I'm really excited for how well everybody's doing, and we're all rooting for you to still do your absolute best. And this is sub 50, so I'm rooting for you to hit the sub 50.
And I didn't even realize that we also do interviews. I forgot about that. So hey, Victor, if you're there, turn on your mic and camera, and you can chat with you in the meantime. And Jim, you can focus on Victor, and I'm going to focus on putting people on screen. So
Well, hey there,
Hello.
Victor. How's it going today?
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Well, first off, congratulations. How's it feel?
Great. Great. I'm very happy with the result. I don't know if I expected the time like this. I was very much scared of the building in the middle, but yeah, I'm very happy.
What was scary about the building in the middle? Because I'm sure a lot of people watching are like, but buildings aren't scary. They're inanimate objects.
Repetition, repetition, and lack of like as many unique features as I would like to have. But there's something that can help you tremendously if you notice it. Uh, the the top of each of the window has like an ornament. So if you have a piece with the ornament, you know it's the top of the window and not the bottom of the window. And this makes it much easier.
Those little orientation advantages go such a long way on that. I love that,
Yeah.
man. Um,
Yeah.
well, tell us a little bit about how you approach this thing overall.
I pulled the edge as always. I wanted to start with the edge, but then I had so many different things that I could sort up front. I decided to go for the sort, and I took out orange building at the bottom and then the one on the right, the bricks. Also some of the yellows as well, and some of the pieces that were just striking from the pile that I know they go to the top left corner. I knew I don't have all of them, but I was like, okay, you go there and you just wait for your siblings. And yeah, so this was the first few minutes. Then I was doing the border, and I was doing some of the sorted piles, and then the border. I like to switch, so I prepared myself to be able to switch. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Not stressing yourself about completely finishing a project before moving on to one that seems like it's going to be a little easier in the moment. Is that fair?
Yes, and also I started with the ones that I knew, even though they are easy, they are not easy for me. So I started with the most blocky sections, and I left the most unique ones for later, and the middle for last because I knew that that is going to be the most difficult one.
Yeah, that was just going to be a bear, no matter what you did with it. Are
Yeah.
you a fan of architecture? Like, do any of these buildings like jump out to you?
In just architecture or in puzzles?
I'm gonna say yes, and you can decide what you mean.
Well, in general, I really like tourism for architecture. Not that I do it, but I like the idea of it. And in puzzles, I mostly like having buildings, um, unless they are very repetitive. But those were nice. Those were really nice. And also, I I have to say, I'm not a fan of collages, but I was like, okay, this collage has a texture. It's not a gradient, so maybe that's better. And clearly, it was better.
Yeah, it's really cool whenever, even if it's a style you don't usually mesh well with, the way that the image is set up, there's still something for you in there that works really, really well.
Yeah, and also all of the buildings within one of the blocks, they are like they have those things in them. Some of them have gradients, some of them have lines, some of them have like the top right corner. The windows are different in the middle. All of them are the same and different from the left and the right. Uh, and also the biggest and brightest windows are on the right as well and connect to the edge. So, I think what I am good at is using the things that I'm being provided with. And Yeah, so this was the drawback of the world's final puzzle. There were no clues, no texture,
Right.
and here it's like texture. So this is kind of completely different in a way.
No, that makes a ton of sense. Well, Victor, the theme is EJJ memories. What do you think? You've been a staple, a force of nature in the EJJs since getting on and really making a splash. What are some of the thoughts that you have? What are things that stand out to you?
Hmm. I think I answered to three things. And first of them was actually the fact that I was watching EJJs before I was participating in them. And in one of them, there was this first ever Heye puzzle in EJJs, and it was the hedgehog. And I
Yeah,
remember seeing both Kristen and Alejandra, and also Teresa. I think Teresa was second. And they were battling this puzzle so fast. And to this day, although I have done this puzzle many times, I was never able to go below Kristen's first try on this. And I'm so amazed. I love Kristen. So this is one of them. The second one was definitely my second competition, um, because it was the first one when I had interview with you, Jim, and that was really special to be able to go deep and to talk about the technical stuff about puzzling that I never really have any chance to talk about. I mean, at that point, yeah, that was very special, and also start of the journey, right? And the first thing would be, and this is just a special kind of circumstance, is that not long after the day that we kind of established the EJJ squad as 4 people, and in this current set of people, because the previous version was different, we had this EJJ with the Harry Potter puzzle from Nathan, and in that competition, the whole team was in top 4, and we're like, yeah, that's the thing.
this is the group. This is the crew.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And it's funny that you mentioned the interview that we did, because I remember you just being so excited and being this fountain of knowledge that was really, really wonderful to get to chat with, because I'm also very technical in how I think about things and analysis and approach it. So I always get a kick out of having similar minded brain to to go over things with. Oh man, have you noticed, or have you felt sort of a shift from being like I want to be able to do it, but I'm not sure, to now having the very, very high amount of confidence that you are an amazing puzzler and do really, really well? Like, have you noticed that shift in yourself over time?
Definitely. And it was difficult to notice because it was a slow going process, although it might seem like I was speeding up so fast, but like in my brain it wasn't that fast. So it's difficult to notice differences in yourself as much. But I recently went back to look at some of the interviews that I did in the early competitions, and I noticed how much different I am expressing my thoughts in speed puzzling sense, and also my the problems that I pointed out, and what were my ideas about how to solve them at that point. There are so many things that I resolved, and it is actually very funny because I think it was the first or the second competition. Um, I was talking either with you or with Catherine, I think, about one of the problems that I think I have, and then time passed, and now I have the YouTube channel, and I remember one of the first things that I did was the live stream that was very long.
And in this live stream, I explained how to do the things that I mentioned in that interview that I am not able to do. And that was very, like a full circle moment.
It's always fun to go through that process of, I think these are my problems and I'm not sure how to solve them, to no, that's not a problem anymore, because this is the solution that also solves other things.
In a way.
Oh man. Well, what do you think has been one of the key learning moments, or like what's one of the key things that you've kind of discovered over the past year or so?
No, wow.
Aside from being genuinely fantastic and being really good at designing shirts with a Euro Jigsaw Jam connection to it. So
I wanted to write it
yeah,
now,
I saw
because,
your jokes
right after Worlds, not that
for the
many
whole
time
squad.
passed. And I don't know, I had realized so many things about my puzzling in the last 6 months even. So the biggest difference, I would say, and it's also very recent, so I'm just going by recent bias, I think, is that I learned that I should trust myself in a way that when I look at this puzzle, right, and this actually came true here, is that I kind of know that in the past, when I would look at this puzzle, I would see the sections that I am not scared of and those that I am scared of. And then I would, by that judgment, I would choose the order of assembling things, and kind of have this mental baggage coming into some of them. And this time, of course, I also recognized the sections that weren't the most easy for me, and the harder ones. But in the same time, I just keep talking to myself and trying to remember that I actually am able to do those sections, but it's just like, I know that the scary factor is going to affect how I do them. So I should just be able to trust myself and be like, okay, if I see this pink stripe on the in the top section, and it's connected to the turquoise one, and like I look at it and like it's kind of complicated because there's a window, and like I don't know if I want to do that, then just do it. Like, just do it. Because you can, but you don't want to do that, and that is possibly also slowing me down in some puzzles, because I see those sections like, and I'm so afraid of them that I try to avoid them as long as I can. And then even though I am able to do them, and most of the time I can do them fast, is just like, and I don't really think about it after assembling the puzzle, because I'm like, okay, I was scared of it, but it worked out. Happy. I don't think about it like I shouldn't be scared. So now I think there's this shift coming. So maybe I'll be more reasonable. I don't know. Yeah, and the second thing that is also very important, and is that afterwards I kind of brought this totally different mindset to myself, because it's kind of, I passed this milestone, things were achieved, and now I can actually try to have fun. Like, and I always had fun, but now it's more like I'm looking at, when I'm uncovering the puzzle, or if I have a puzzle coming to me from like a second hand, I'm looking at it and I want to do it because I want to see how fast I can do it, and to have fun with it. Like, to just, I'm puzzling because of the curiosity, and not because of the, like, this feeling of I have to do it because I need to train this too, or I trained so many different things like this, so I have to do it like that. To be very technical, it's always going to be inside of me. But now I think, and I hope that I will be able to just not even relax, but to have this different perspective of like, I just want to see how fast I can do that. And if I am 20th, if I am 100th, if I'm first, it doesn't really matter. It shouldn't, because I just want to, experience the puzzle and to see how it goes. And I hope it works in the how do you call that? In-person competition. So I can just sit down and for the first time not be like for the whole duration of the puzzling think about, oh, but I think Veronica would done it in like 4 minutes faster, this one section, and just stressing about it for the whole time. Now I think I should, and I think I would be able to just sit and do it, and don't think about everything that is going around. Yeah.
That's really great. I think of it as like no strings attached puzzling, right? Where you can just do the puzzle without thinking about how anybody else is doing, or if it's a tough part, not having to be scared of it, but just knowing that it'll be tough whenever you get around to it. Like that, I'm really excited for you, and you really, I think. I think you're in a position where you don't have anything to prove to anybody. Like, you are absolutely amazing, and a lot of people look up to you and your and just your methodology and the way you practice and everything. Like, you're phenomenal, dude. And you should be really proud of everything. But yeah, you don't have to like have any extra pressure about like doing a certain placement. Like, I'm glad that you're able to just enjoy the thing.
Oh, we'll have to see. This is a theory.
It's this is the hope. I'll tell you what. We'll check back in on EJJ 200, and we'll see if that particular goal came in. That one I have no doubt you'll be able to pull off. It's really cool. I guess do you have any words of wisdom, shout outs, things you want to say to the galaxy? Like, I don't want to hold you too long here.
I really want to thank I already did that like privately, but I want to thank my team for having me on a team. It meant a lot to me, and I can say now I'm really proud of being the part of the team that was there, either for EJPC or WJPC. And also I want to give a shout out to my family because they celebrated when I came back. And so many people that reached out to me during Worlds and were saying so many nice things to me. Yeah.
Oh, that's so lovely, Victor. And yeah, just a very nice sentiment. And I'm sure that a lot of people were supporting you. Are your parents watching tonight?
Yeah.
Do you want to say something to them? Say something to them in Polish?
Yeah, my mom was sitting like, because I'm on the second floor, she was on the first floor, and watching on the TV, and she like see that I'm about to finish, and she was rushing on the stairs, and she didn't make it because I was too fast. And she was like, damn it.
No. So what did she wanted to tell you to? Was she trying to tell you to go? But then you were already done when you got there.
Yeah, she wanted to be like in the moment and see.
See the final pieces.
Moment, and I was like, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Does your family have to cheer for you in the past tense?
Oh.
Like, you have to be like went.
Oh.
Instead of...
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, hi, Victor's mom and dad and the dog. So thanks for supporting.
And the dog, yeah, true.
Well, he's on your shirt. He's part of your iconic logo now.
Yes, it's here.
Very nice. All right. Well, thanks so much, Victor, for joining in tonight and participating. Is this the beginning? Is this the last one or the beginning of your break? I'm losing track now.
This my break is kind of still going.
Okay.
But this is the competition that I wanted to buy because it was the 100th, and also it's on Thursday, and I don't do Thursdays. I was like, I have to do this Thursday.
Okay. So you made
And
some
then the next
special
one, I'm going to
arrangements.
do the second half of November, and then I just let it flow.
Mm. Oh,
The
that's
end of the break.
very good. Then thanks so much. We'll catch you at the next competition, and have a good evening.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you. Bye, Victor.
Yeah.
Bye.
Make sure to check out Victor's interview with Rob Shields on Peace Talks. That Peace Talks podcast. He does a whole world's wrap up, and it's really, really well done. So make sure to check those out, everybody.
I have to plan that in because it's like 2 hours long. So if I listen to it in the car, my ride is only 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to listen to it over like a whole week. So I have to wait till I have like a 1,000 piece puzzle, and then it's gonna gonna fit the timing. Yes, so Minika is there. So yes, Minika, come and tell us the story of how you wrote a song about the EJJ.
Well, how could I not?
Oh,
I mean, I haven't, so I like it's difficult for some of us.
Well, I was listening to number 99, and you guys were talking about having live music during marathons. And all of a sudden it kind of clicked that there should be a song for number 100. I mean, how can you have a party without music and without gifts?
yes. That's so cool. And so but that means in the last week you just came up with it. You got a tune in your
I
head,
think
and
it's
then
about 24 hours now. Yeah.
okay. Oh, wow, just like that. Well, sometimes you get the right inspiration, just like when I was gone for a bit at the Worlds, and then the next time I saw Jim, I said, "You and me, we're doing this thing. We're going to film it tomorrow," and that was also in about 24 hours. So.
I think that good inspiration doesn't need to take very long.
Yeah. Good.
And plus, you guys deserve it. I mean, I'm never going to be a top speed puzzler, and I don't really want to be. But I really enjoy the community around it, and that's what I wanted to celebrate in this song. That's why I said I have to cheat and look at my lyrics. Be proud of your talents, but also be happy for each other. And that's what we see in EJJ, that people are super proud of getting their first under 50, getting their first podium, finishing for the first time within the time limit. And you should be very proud, but also Everyone is just so happy for others to do well.
Absolutely. That's such a nice sentiment. Exactly. Just how we can, we could be proud of our own little achievements, but we're also just so, we also want everybody else to do well as well and reach their goals.
Exactly. Plus, I also I had a little help today from Fruity, because I'm wearing the earrings that she made. That I got at Worlds. So I had a little bit of help today from the community, basically. So.
Yes, and with your puzzle outfit.
I saw you wearing the crown and Jim wearing the hat, so I was like, I have to wear the hat. It's not. I
It's
didn't
fitting.
wear it
It's
while
fitting.
puzzling,
Hang
by the
on.
way.
There we go.
Yeah.
I have to deform it
I'll
a
have
bit
to
to
well
make
for
it
that.
fit over the headphones, but
Yeah.
there we go.
Yours have actual puzzle pieces, and mine is just printed. So.
Maybe we need to make the crowns where like the sides can come off, so that way like can get them in
Within
the
a
headphones
stretchy
as well.
elastic band to fit over the
Oh, that'd be
earmuffs.
that's some wacky puzzle technology. There is what that's going to.
Enjoy.
I
You might be
wanted
giving
to
me more
take
inspiration now.
I saw a couple of comments that came in on the chat where Jessica Henderson was saying that she loves the puzzle so much. Thanks, Michelle. Her favorite memories are weirdly the 4 a.m. contests. I dread them in the moment, but they are such a fun challenge.
Oh yes, no, I do appreciate all the people that have to get up at a strange hour and they do it willingly to be able to compete. Yes. Minika, would you like to tell us your thoughts about the puzzle today?
I think it's really nice. I like the fact that you can actually pull basically square by square. I started out with the bottom right one. I'd already pulled most of the brick ones on the right and the green one on the top. And then at one point, Jim mentioned that the blue had a really nice gradient, and like, does it? I didn't really look up the picture ahead of time. I just went, oh, go. And again, yeah, exactly. And when I looked at the box, I'm like, yes, it has a very good gradient. Why are you not doing that part? But yeah, but the basically the diagonal going from one brick building to the next is very hard. I mean, you can see Jenny going amazingly well on the last bit that she's doing, and that was the hardest part. That was the last bit I did as well.
Yeah, this time I didn't see anybody else finish on another square, but during the flex meeting, a few people did the top right stone building.
Yeah, I was kind of mixing it up. I had them separated, but as soon as I got like stuck on one, I'd switch to the other one just to keep going, and then basically just work my way through all three. But it was a very good tip from Victor to look at the windows and see that all the top of the windows have these little cornice type things.
Yeah, they have this what did he call it? Ornament?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I wanted to say windowsill, but it's the wrong side of the window.
it's basically a nice little texture that you can put a foothold into, where if you go, this thing plus red means it's oriented downwards versus plus white is upwards, right?
Yeah. It does, by the way, it does look like the kind of window that you would see in a spy movie where someone would climb out and then walk across the little ledge, because it has this great ledge going across all the windows.
You know, I think the world needs more of those, just so people can be more spy-like and sneak around on buildings, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think that'll work out on the high-rise glass towers that you see, and the green one at the top. You cannot climb on that one. You'd have to use more of like the Mission Impossible like suction cup type stuff. So.
Yeah. I think Jenny's coming into the last couple of handfuls of pieces here. Is that right? Trying to see it. Come on, Jenny, you can do it.
For puzzling in a position that is not what she's used to. I mean, amazing.
Yeah, she's doing really well. And she's on a board. The board is balancing, so it is wobbling a bit every time she places a piece. So she does have that extra challenge. So we're rooting for you, Jenny. Doing really well.
Just a few left, I think.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy to do that good. Well, like, she kicked the puzzle's butt so hard that it broke her foot, and then it's balancing on top of it. Like, this is wild. The real challenge is going to be, how is she going to type the done message into the thing?
Oh,
I'm excited. I'm excited to see how that's going to play out.
Well, she's got her tablet next to the couch, so she does have the timer website. She can just reach over and tap it. All right, go Jenny!
Yay!
There it is.
Well done!
Yay, go Jenny! Oh.
Definitely a
job.
clear room. That's for your favorite thing, right, Jim?
Oh.
It really is.
Go
Like,
Jenny!
Yay! Yay!
And that was under an hour 10 even. That's amazing. That's absolutely phenomenal. I'm so excited for everybody and for Jenny. Like, this is just really, really impressive. I'm just my heart is warm and fuzzy inside. Congrats.
All right.
Yeah, she's just saying it was so wobbly. So I can imagine for her, Jenny.
So wobbly. Oh.
But you did so well. I mean, I was saying all your pieces were on the side of the couch, and even that, just having to look back and forth. I mean, amazing. So great that you did it in under 70 minutes. It's really good.
I mean, it's so great you did it at all. If I have a hangnail on my hand, I don't want to do anything, let alone an entire limb down. That's just amazing.
Yeah, well, I don't think you saw it on the screen, but after like 3 minutes, I basically threw a piece on the floor. So even with like a solid table and not a broken foot, things can go flying.
Well, thank you, Jenny, for making my dreams come true and having a room clear on EJJ 100 and putting up a great time on top of it. Like, this is just wonderful.
And actually we did, because from the flex meeting, every single body finished within the time limit, and everybody in the online meeting also finished, including Dora. So we cleared the room. So 200 people finished the puzzle.
That's so cool. Well done, everyone.
So we did. So yes, this one and Moo Board, we cleared the virtual room.
Oh my goodness. Well, and congrats, Michelle, on creating something that was so accessible that everybody could crush. That's really, really wonderful.
Yes, well, yeah, I'm really glad how it worked out. So we have to pick some winners from the comments. Minika, can you see the comments? Do you want to browse through the comments and maybe read a couple out that you like, and we can find 10 winners for the giveaway. So thanks everyone. There's a load of comments in there. I've been writing down a few that caught my eye.
I like Catrin ones. My favorite EJJ moment is the relief I felt after unwrapping my second puzzle because my participation was the octopus. My first participation was the octopus. I remember the cherry posies that were pretty difficult. So a lot of people had fun with those.
Yeah, I got to borrow it from Karen, who was in that AGJ, and she's like, "Yeah, not as easy as it looks." Like, no.
Well, the lionfish turned up. So we had at the event that we were at, the marathon that we've been to in Belgium. Last time we got the octopus, and this time we got the lionfish, and we crushed the lionfish. Yeah, and it helps. You never know when it's going to turn up, and you're going to wish that you had some experience with it.
Very, very true. I saw that Michelle, we both did the Belgian marathon a year ago, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, and we had the incredibly dark vase of flowers that just turned up again in one of the marathons. So yeah, that was kind of the one where we just went, no, this is our final puzzle anyway. We're not doing a lot on this. It's terrible.
Yeah, so I'll have to tell you about that. So what happened? So a year ago at the competition, this is in Airpent, it's a 10-hour marathon. We had this puzzle turn up, which was terrible. It was basically a vase of flowers and oil painting with a black background. And it was so hard. It was just really terrible. And it only has 2 ins and 2 outs. So every piece is the same. It was just full of false fits. The background was completely black. And it was from a lot of teams got stuck on that, and my team managed to finish it, but we only did like the border of the next puzzle. Like it was the last thing we did. And then this time round, so we had a team with Amelia, Anami, Fruji, Tanya, and myself, and we blazed through it. So we won. We went through all the provided puzzles, and then the guy was like, "Okay, I need to find you something really hard." And then he looked in his archive of puzzles, and then he's like, "Oh, here you go. That will slow you down." So that's why it came up again. Nobody else got it, just us. It was our punishment for being first.
Yeah, it's not a treat, that one. I mean, and by that point in the last one last year, we were only 3 people because the 4th person had to leave early. So there were 3 people just looking at a very dark background with basically all the same flowers, it felt like. And you had to, like Michelle was saying, everything has to be connected. So at one point we were just going, okay, don't try anything else. Just look at what we have and see if anything else fits. And don't build anything off to the side. It's just a waste of time. And at one point, Delia was there as well. And she was like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. And she's like, what, looking around.
Yeah, the motivation just goes down like this.
Still being the puzzlers that we are, every time you're like, no, I will just stop. And then a minute later you go, yeah, they're still on the table. I can have a look.
Yeah, I felt really unmotivated. I mean, we had like an hour left, I think. We had 1 hour left. And then he brought out this puzzle, and then we knew, okay, just do the border and only do what's attached to the border, because none of the islands count. You have to connect it. But every now and then somebody would say, oh, let's just work on this, and we managed to connect it, and we actually got quite a decent amount done. So
Good.
Yeah, but
so one of my favorite comments is by @.leah. So many good memories, but almost winning number 50 on the call, but being beat in the last couple of seconds by Karen Klauser was so amazing. The commentary by Jim, the nerves, the fantastic image.
What was that name? Can you read that out?
The username is .leah, DOTLEA.
.leah. Okay.
Yeah. For some reason, YouTube has decided not to show names, just usernames. So.
Okay.
I like this from Linné beats Vedstad, I believe.
That's
3665.
Lena Beata Tvesta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fave EJJ moment, the mini marathon with my life partner. He is not a puzzler, but we had so much fun, banging heads, laughing, and drinking coffee. He even said he would do it again. That's just lovely.
Not a memory, but definitely a very good comment. SJ going, honestly, she looks like a character from the Narnia books with her crown. So that's it's about you, Michelle. And you do. You look like the Ice Queen.
Yes, this was from our team at the 24-hour marathon. We were called the Queens of Pieces, and Fuji made these crowns. So, but yeah, as soon as I saw Jim's top hat, I was like, I have something kind of matching, so I have to get that out.
So I will have to leave. We're having a competition, a smaller competition. We're doing a puzzle relay on Sunday with Speed Puzzling the Netherlands. We're going to have 50 pairs competing. So that'll be a lot of fun. And keep an eye on our socials. That's all I would say.
Whoa.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's cryptic and exciting.
And for the people who are there, you will hear whatever I'm hinting at there, and you don't have to look at the Instagram.
But I want to know now.
You can't.
Pretty please.
Well, that sounds amazing. And yes, that's going to be the first puzzle relay in Europe, I believe. I've heard you heard of it in America. So good luck for the organization of that. And thanks for being with us tonight, Minaka.
Well, I'm very lucky that I don't have to organize this one because 2 of the other board members are. So I can compete. So even better. So see you in the next one. Thank you so much for organizing this 100 times, Michelle. That's amazing. And on to number 200. And if I'm in that, I will do a new song.
Okay. Awesome. That's good motivation. All right. Thanks, Monica. Bye. Let me see just a moment. Yes. So there was something from Jody that caught my eye from Parky Puzzles. Gonna have to find it now.
Yeah, there's a lot of great comments that are on here. Lost in Puzzle Land. My favorite memory was unboxing the rainbow flower. It made me feel like I was that I was competing at Worlds. Leah Heilsholm says that their favorite must be the 44 Flex Winter Bunny, my first EJJ ever. I was not even close to finishing within the time limit, and I felt very discouraged and doubted if I should submit my time. I shared my concerns on Instagram, and I was overwhelmed by support from so many people. I was convinced by them to just submit my time and be proud of even finishing. It really showed me how great and supportive the community is, particularly those who take part in EJJs. Since then, I've done 25 EJJs, and I love it, even when I'm slow. That's really lovely, Lee.
And she's also improved greatly since the Winter Bunny, so she's been getting some really amazing times. So,
and that Winter Bunny was hard, if I remember. That was the one where he was like the scarf and everything.
That was the one that had the highest proportion of people who didn't finish in 2 hours.
Yeah. Good for you, Lee, and congrats on doing that and all the puzzles since then.
Yeah, so Parky Puzzle says top 3 EJJ moments. Number 3 is the Nathan Flowers apology. Please don't remind me about that. But yeah, I felt so terrible. I mean, I even wrote to Jim and Catherine and Fuji some weeks before and said, what do? I have this puzzle. It's way harder than I expected, and it's for the 50 plus club, and it's sold. Everybody's got it now. What do I do? So my solution was to make an apology and then to give away some prizes. So hopefully that's the one and only time that I have to do an apology before a puzzle. And then the second one was the Aaron lobbing his puzzle off the table in frustration in the mini marathon. And every time Michelle reveals another beautiful unpublished puzzle. Thank you.
Yeah. Like Saka Puzzles says that their favorite EJJ moment was the number 50 Ebu Moon Dancers. Not only my first EJJ, my first sub 60, and I ranked unexpectedly high, 15th, but also exploding bag, pieces all over the floor, plus the exhilarating feeling. Yeah, the exploding bags are always pretty exciting, and it's great whenever you put up a fantastic time and you get to feel really really proud of yourself for it. So congrats on that, Saka.
Yeah, I've lost track of how many comments we've read out, and what I'll do is I'll just read a few more, and then I will go after the live stream is done. Then I will go and find the names and pick 10 winners. There was also Marlene says, happy 100th. My favorite EJJ was very recent when I did the puzzle last Tuesday. I had a new PB and I was excited for the rest of the evening. Had so much fun. It was just a flow to puzzle this one. And MK Puzzle says, my favorite moment was EJJ 76. It was a Nathan puzzle with the colorful buildings. It was my first to get under an hour in a competition and first competition during daylight. Okay. So maybe that was the beginning of summer then. Good. Yeah, so I really appreciate everybody who left a comment, and I will have to go back afterwards and read everything. I can see that it's not even showing me the top comments, the ones from earlier on in the live stream. But yeah, really appreciate that we have got this far. I could never have imagined that how far we would come, and thank you that you all have puzzles in your inventory up to 116, and there are more puzzles coming. So as I said, as long as you guys are happy to do this, I'm going to keep providing, and we'll see where this takes us. Yeah. So yeah, and thanks Jim for co-hosting. This has been an amazing competition. I mean, there's still like 40 minutes left on the clock. And the room has been cleared. Everybody finished. So this is awesome. And yeah, how about you show your hoodie?
Oh yeah, no, these amazing Euro Jigsaw Jam hoodies. They are fantastically. They fit wonderfully. They're super warm and cozy. They're fluffy. Are they going to be in the shop at some point, Michelle?
They already are actually.
What? You should. I highly recommend people go grab these hoodies because they are wonderful. Not just because it's EJJ 100, but because they're high quality hoodies and they're great. So
Organic cotton. There you go. Yes, so it's been a wonderful competition, and I look forward to taking it all in, reading all the comments, and just here's to the next 100. Yes, SJ, the next 100 ones.
absolutely. Congrats, Michelle. Like it's been fantastic doing these hundreds. You're amazing, and I can't wait to see what the next 100 end up doing. It's going to be really really cool.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Jim, and thanks to all our viewers and to all our participants today. It's been awesome, and yes, we'll see you at the next competition, whenever that might be. All right, good night, everybody.